This movie, The Golden Treasure, is about an archaeologist named Howard Carter, who believes that a pharaoh named King Tutankhamun, who ruled Egypt in the 18th dynasty in about 1300 BC, is buried in the Valley of the Kings. Howard thinks that Tutankhamun was buried in the Valley of the Kings because a lot of pharaohs were buried there. The Valley of the Kings is in Egypt. Carter also believes that if he succeeds in finding Tutankhamun, there will be some sort of treasure. You might be wondering, who financed the expedition to find King Tut? Well, that is George Herbert V, Earl of Molyneux Stanhope. You also might know him as Lord Carnarvon, if that rings a bell. You will see him in the movie. There's one more character, that is Abdul. He will be joining you in the expedition to find King Tut. Now, for me to conclude the scene. Howard has just gotten off a plane. He is now in Cairo, Egypt. The year 1914. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Howard Carter and the Golden Treasure. Carter? I'm looking for a Howard Carter.
Yes, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Abdul. I will be joining you on the expedition to find King Tut tomorrow.
Are you sure tomorrow?
Yes, good friend. I'm sure it's tomorrow.
George, you're here! I thought your flight was in 2 days.
Well, after all, I am Lord Carnarvon, Earl of Molyneux Stanhope. But please, Howard, don't call me Lord Carnarvon.
Hello, Your Majesty. I'm Abdul. I will be joining you to find King Tut.
Hello, Abdul. Nice to meet you. And please don't call me Your Majesty either. Just call me George.
Okay, George. Thanks for telling me. Also, we'll meet the rest of the crew to help us dig into the Valley of the Kings, but they won't be coming into the Valley of the Kings itself with us.
Come on, boys. We should go to the hotel now. We need to get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow we start the expedition to find King Tut at the Valley of the Kings.
Yay!
Yay!
Howard Carter, Abdul, and George, aka Lord Carnarvon, are at the Valley of the Kings with the rest of the digging group.
We quit.
What? You guys just can't quit.
Yes, we can.
How does everyone quit except Howard Carter, George Herbert, aka Lord Carnarvon, and Abdul? Egypt's officials said that the expedition required more people to dig. So, Howard Carter, Abdul, and George Herbert, aka Lord Carnarvon, took a 5-year break from the expedition. With those 5 years, Howard did more research to find Tutankhamun, but Howard did not leave Egypt in those 5 years. He built himself a house right by the Valley of the Kings. He called it Castle Carter. But also during the 5-year break, the French tried to take over the expedition. They thought Carter was doing a poor job. Officials let the French try to take it over, but the French didn't succeed. After the 5 years, officials forced Carter to resume the expedition in 1919. And that's where we are going to resume the movie. Now, for me to introduce the setting again. Howard, George, aka Lord Carnarvon, and Abdul are at the Valley of the Kings. This time, Howard Carter is digging a hole by himself.
Howard, you've been working on a hole for the whole 2 hours. Why?
Hey, I'm digging a hole that we can get into, that leads to the burial chamber that leads to King Tut, because that's where I think he is.
Don't yell at a king. And also, don't yell at the person who funded this whole expedition.
Okay. 1, you're an earl, not a king. 2, okay, sorry for yelling. But The good news is the hole's ready, so let's do this!
If we're doing this, John or Howard, can one of you please go first into the hole? I'm scared of heights.
It's only a 5-foot drop. But, Abdul, if you really are scared, I'll go first.
Okay, thank you. I'll go last.
So I'll go second, which is fine with me.
Okay, here I go. Whee!
This is inconvenient for a king, but here goes. Woo!
Tell my wife that I loved her! Oh wait, that wasn't that bad. Howard Carter, George, a.k.a. Lord Carnarvon, and Abdul are now under the valley. They have been looking in the Valley of the Kings for 4 whole hours.
Guys, we should give up. I bet all of you are hungry. There's always tomorrow. At least we found a lot of other artifacts. Remember, guys, we have to keep our eyes on the prize.
I was waiting for you to say that we have to leave. I really have to go to the bathroom.
We have to get Abdul out of here, or he might.
Too late.
Well, Abdul, let's get you out of here. But guys, remember, we'll try again tomorrow.
Oh.
We'll try again tomorrow. I promise.
Come on.
Guys, we didn't find it today, but we'll try again tomorrow.
Aww.
Yes, sirree.
We've been down here for 2 years. We haven't found it. But we will try again.
Again tomorrow.
That's what I was going to say.
Of course you were. It's been 3 years since they started the expedition to find King Tut. Howard says this might be one of his last times to try to find King Tut because he really thinks he's going to find it. Year 1922. Date November 4th.
All right, guys. We have checked almost every place in the Valley of the Kings, except one of these places. Ready?
Yeah!
Okay, guys, here's the chamber. It's called the Burial Chamber.
How do you know?
Because the Burial Chamber is where King Tut is.
How do you know that?
Because, look, there's King Tut's throne.
But where's the sarcophagus itself?
Wait, I see a hole. Could that lead to somewhere important?
I think so.
I'll go in the hole first. It doesn't look like it's steep or deep.
Good, Abdul. I'm proud to see you overcoming your fears.
Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh!
What?
You have to come down here and see it. It's Tutankhamun.
Oh my, this might be the best day in the history of the universe.
You're right, old friend. Wonderful things. The day of the days, the most wonderful day I have ever lived. Ah.